And there's a lot of stress involved right now. You know, before Coach Reeve and the strength coaches had these guys, and now they've got their position coach keeping an eye on them and watching everything they do. We're basically taping everything on video, so we're going to be able to watch it every day. And so everything these guys do from here on out will be evaluated.
So a lot of evaluation in the next week or two. I mean, until they get their legs under them and everybody knows exactly what is expected of them.
Yeah, you know, right now we're trying to evaluate everything they do. We'll take this week, as we mentioned before, you know, we're practicing at night because of summer school during the day. We'll get really a little bit tougher with them a week from today, but I think right now it's trying to evaluate what they're doing, and once we can get in full pads and have a couple of scrimmages, we'll have a better feel of who the 2 deep is.
Does that cause any limitations at all with the school session and all that?
Absolutely, it really affects our meeting time, and you know we're a little cut short in practices. We'd like to be able to condition a little bit more right now, but to be real honest with you, I think it slows us down as coaches. So we'll probably end up doing a little better job teaching fundamentals because we can't kind of get off to a fast start. We got to be measured in our pace, and I think that'll be good for us.
Thank you very much.
Set a foundation to make sure that all the intangibles that you look for in kids, the work ethic, the heart, the desire, the want to, all those kind of things are taken care of right now. We're going to teach some X and O's, but I told our coaches to be especially cognizant of the effort that we're getting at each position and not to allow a lazy effort out of anybody to make sure that we're full speed and flying around all the time.
I was going to say you're healthy for the most part, except for a few guys. Ramon, what exactly is up with his knee?
He's got a knee. You know, had that problem last fall and a little bit in the springtime. So I'm not real sure what specific injury it is. It may just be soreness as much as anything. But Don can tell you more than me.
Okay.
Who are you asking about?
Ramon. And then tell me about Hassan. Is it Hazimi?
Hazim, I think.
Hazim, okay.
But yeah, it's been good. Derek Jackson, who used to coach at Akron, knew Hassan and hurt his knee last year, was a starter for a bunch of games for them, a really good player, and hurt his knee, had surgery, and has been recovering, but graduated and wanted to take a shot at some graduate classes and try another program, and he knew Coach Jackson, and one thing led to another, so here he is. But we're excited to have him. I think he's been here for a while now. I think he's excited. Seems to be full speed. We've got to be careful with him. I told Coach Mack to make sure he's really careful, and we don't want him getting hurt right now. But he's got the attitude and looks the part. Ethan's been happy with him in the weight room this summer with his attitude. So I think we may have really helped ourselves.
How much can you tell in just the helmets and shorts? Do you know about?
Not a whole lot. Honestly, we're doing a lot of teaching right now. As I mentioned before, our focus right now is on energy and effort, as much as anything, not to let our guys take lazy steps and, just have a good attitude these first 6 days. We'll teach a lot of fundamentals, but until we can actually, get to scrimmaging and actually putting the kids in some kind of game-like situations, we won't really be able to make any decisions.
Do you think the seniors we talked about the other day recognize the situation they're in? These guys have played a lot of football, but we talked about how several of them aren't very comfortable right now.
They're not, and it's a good point. I think they do realize the position they're in. Tough spot for seniors because you'd like to kind of feel like your job's nailed down. Not too much. I mean, you want to know that you're competing, but the competition's really fierce right now. And, seniors need to not only play well, but they need to be leaders for us. And so, it's hard to be probably as good a leader as you could be when you're, fighting tooth and nail for your job. But I think for our football team, that's a really, really good situation right now. I think we've got competition at so many positions, and I think if you ask most coaches, they tell you that the best football teams are made up of teams that have competition for jobs.
Sure.